Welcome to ATV heaven, and today I have the opportunity to do something that we've wanted to do for a very long time. We're going to get an ATC 250R as a Honda head-to-head against the Yamaha Tri-Z. Let's do this. We've got 3 challenges for the machines today: a drag race, a time trial, and a head-to-head race. Oh, and I also might get to tick off a massive item from my bucket list. Wow! I did not mean to do that! Like I said, this is something I've wanted to do for a long time. Last year I made a video all about the history of ATCs and the rise and fall of these violent machines. In that video we learned that three-wheelers were banned and outlawed in the late 1980s. Since then though, they've only become more desirable. We found an ATC 250R that was pretty much brand new, but we weren't allowed to start it, let alone ride it. So at the end of that original video, I put the call out there and asked if anyone had an ATC that we could see in action. And here we are today. A big thank you has to go to Matt, Alfie, Charlie and the gang from Club ATC for inviting us along today. So we got Charlie here. He's the man that knows all about these three-wheelers, specifically the Hondas. And your dad's going to be racing this for us today, right?
Yes,
Can you tell us about this bike? How old is it? What are we looking at here?
It was a 1985 rolling frame. It has a 246cc motor, water cooled, and it rips. It's due for a rebuild, but that's not going to stop us today.
Tell us about your dad. He's a bit wild on these things, right?
He pins it and doesn't stop. If he goes over, gets back on and tries to finish.
And is your house a Honda house? Like,
yes.
Are you firmly in the Team Red camp, not the blue camp, the Yamaha camp?
Me and my dad are Hondas, and my brother's anything goes.
Yeah. What is it about the three-wheelers that you all love? Why are you so into the three-wheelers?
Because they're unique and you don't find them anymore.
And from your kind of expert opinion, what's the ultimate ATC?
Well, I would say the 1986 250R, definitely.
And why is that?
They pull your arms off, and they're the best one ever made, I think.
Who's taking the win?
250R.
250R.
100%.
Right, you've heard it here. Let's find out a little bit more about the Tri-Z. Honda were the undeniable kings of the three-wheel world back in the day. They were the originals and they were the first, and they actually patented the three-wheel design. But the other manufacturers, specifically Yamaha and Kawasaki, could see that three-wheelers were a big business. So in 1980, Yamaha bit the bullet and they paid Honda for the design rights. They entered the market and started small with a 125 machine, but the range grew quickly. There was a 175 machine in 1982, a 200 in 1983, and a little 60cc Tri-Zinger in 1984. And finally in 1985, the YTZ 250N, aka the Tri-Z, hit the market. It was the only sport ATC from Yamaha, with a 246cc 2-stroke motor and a 5-speed gearbox, and it said it could reach speeds of 65 miles per hour. It came in at 315 pounds, which was heavier than the Honda, and the fuel tank on the Yamaha was underneath the seat, whereas the Honda's tank was up front. Obviously this changed weight distribution a lot. Yamaha only had chance to produce the Tri-Z for 2 years before the ban was put in place. So you'd have to assume that there's far fewer Tri-Zs out there today. So this is a 1985 Yamaha Tri-Z, or Tri-Z if you're watching us from the USA. I always get in trouble for the Z and the Zs. This bike I think is going to be the underdog today. Talking to everyone here at the field, they're all Honda fans and they're all picking the ATC for the win, so I think I'm going to root for the Yamaha today. I think when it came out back in 1985, the Honda was superior in pretty much all of the categories. Apart from the price, I think the Honda was more expensive, but these were a bit heavier, the suspension wasn't as good, and I think a bit harder to ride. But our man racing this today knows how to ride them, and I've also heard he's a bit wild on these things as well, so I think it's going to be a good battle today between the Yamaha and the Honda. What do you reckon? Should we do the drag race first? Drag race first and then the time trial. Let's do it. Our first event of the day then will be the drag race, and this will be a best of 3 competition. Alfie here will be our start man. His dad Matt is on the Honda there, and we've got a mystery man on the Yamaha. Let's call him the Stig for today. He's riding the Tri-Z against Matt here. Who's going to grab the first victory of the day? We're about to find out. It's a hot start for the Honda, but he's got a bit squirrely out there. The front wheel is up in the air, and the Yamaha is running away with the race lead. Look at that power to the ground. Storming away in front is the Tri-Z. A little too aggressive out the gates for Matt on the Honda, and he's lost the first moto of the day then. The Yamaha takes the win. So the Honda will be looking for revenge to try and even the score in the second race, the second drag race. We're heading back to the line. Let's run it back. He's going to have to make sure he controls that power on the Honda if he has any chance of grabbing the win here. Oh, and it's a flying start on the ATC. He's leaving the Tri-Z in his dust right now. Look at that start on the Honda, flying out the gates. The Yamaha does bring it back towards the end though, but the Honda crosses the line to take the win in race 2, meaning it's all even going into the third and final heat. Matt looks a bit happier this time after that victory. Can he do it one more time to take the win for Team Honda? Or can the Stig do it on the Tri-Z? We're on board with him for the start of this third moto. Here we go. That's a strong start on the Yamaha. The front wheel's coming up on that Honda again. Too aggressive off the line for Matt. The Yamaha's got the lead, but the Honda's clawing it back. Is it enough? Can he take over the lead before the finish flag? It's going to come down to whoever's bravest to keep it pinned all the way to the finish line. Who's going to grab the win? Let's take a look from the top, from the drone view. You can see the Yamaha has the early lead, but the Honda's bringing it back, and the Honda's just a little bit braver across the line, keeping it pinned until the finish to take the win. Let's move on to the second event of our shootout here. This is going to be the time trial. Both riders will get 2 chances to set a hot lap, and we'll take the fastest of those 2 times. Up first is going to be the Honda, the ATC 250R. Let's see what the OG is made of. Matt's headed to the line now. And he's away. And he's like a bat out of hell off the line, sending it straight away. Oh, you can see that rear wheel coming up, balancing on 2 wheels into that first turn. Hanging off the side of the trike. Both of our riders here today are vastly experienced freewheel riders. They've been riding these things since the 80s, since they originally came out back in the day. And Matt here is certainly not afraid to send it on his beloved ATC 250 here. Back end stepping out a little bit there. Whoa, catching a couple of the ruts. That's a tricky corner on this track here. We go down to this view here. We can see round the right-hand corner, how the right-hand wheel is actually off the ground. It's so cool to watch someone who knows how to ride these machines do their thing. Just look at that, Matt hanging off the bike, sliding that back end round. So he's on his second and final lap now. That first lap looks strong. Let's see if he can improve it. Down the front straight he goes, flat out on the gas on board his ATC 250. Now into the trickiest part of the track. This tight right-hander here. It's got some dodgy bumps and ruts in there that could catch you out if you're not too careful. He's round into the big left horseshoe, hairpin. Into the final corner then, before the back straight, before the home straight. And Matt is absolutely sending it, giving it everything through that last turn. And on the gas, down the back straight, across the finish line. So the results are in for the Honda ATC 250R, a 56.91 for Matt. And that is the time to beat on the Yamaha. Let's see how he goes. It's time for the Tri-Z to shine.
Should all be good. All good. Yeah, I'm just going to get dry. Let's do warm up lap. We'll be ready. Yeah, okay. Yep.
Don't put it corners, you. Hang on, me on camera. Hodgson's best. Hodgson's best.
So it's game on for Mr. Stig. On the Yamaha. What is he made of? What is the Tri-Z made of? About to find out. Oh, he's had to sort the camera out there, so maybe this first lap's not going to be his fastest. But let's see what this bike is made of. You know what? It sounds different. Sounds better if you ask me. Just listen to the Yamaha come down this front straight here. It looks rapid and sounds wicked. Oh yeah, that's what we're talking about. So I think it's safe to say that the Honda ATCs get all of the glory in terms of the three-wheeled legend. But this Yamaha, it was a beast in its own right. Very similar performance-wise in terms of power, I would say. Maybe just comes down to personal preference. Are you a Honda man or are you a Yamaha man? We're going to find out today which machine takes the win in this shootout. But let me know in the comments down below. Which bike do you think looks best, sounds best? Which is your favourite? Let us know in the comments down below. So that's lap 1 complete. Let's see if he can improve upon that time in his second and final lap of the time trial. Cheeky little line on the inside there, but that's fair game, I think. Again, down the front straight here, looking so fast and sounding so good. Just a handful of corners left in the lap then. I think this is where, there was some head shake going into that turn. This is where the time can be made or lost. Particularly this right-hander here. But this has looked good to me. The bike looks faster down the straights, I would say. It certainly sounds it. Into the final turn, before the back straight. On the gas, across the line. let's find out which machine has taken the win. Okay, so we've just done the hot lap challenge, the time trial, Honda versus Yamaha. And I'm just going to announce the winner and then I'll reveal the times. The winner of the time trial was the Honda. It was close though, boys, it was close. So Yamaha a 57.65, Honda 56.91. So just over half a second in it. But there's going to be one more chance for the Yamaha to get a moral victory. We're going to go head to head on track, man on man, machine versus machine. Which bike has been your favourite? Let us know in the comments down below. We've got one last race, head to head. Let's do it. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. We've come all the way to ATC heaven today, so I've got to have a go myself before the final battle of the Tri-Z versus the 250R. The lads are going to give me some tips because I've never ridden a three-wheeler like this before, so I need some tips. Can you give me some tips, boys? So Charlie here is going to give me some tips. This is his bike. I'm going. What? Just tell me what this is.
This is an ATC 200X 1986. It's a 6-speed clutch, and as you just seen, they bite when they want.
Yeah. I just tried to twist the throttle. All right, let's give it a go. So I hit the track on the 200X first. It's the 4-stroke bike, a little mellower than the 250. I think they wanted to build up my confidence a little bit before they stuck me out there on the menacing ATC 250R. But after a few laps here on the 200, I thought I was ready for the big dog. I was ready for the 250. Right, so now I'm going to go on the ATC 250R from 1985. This is the ultimate weapon. 85, isn't it? 85.
One down, rest up.
The ultimate weapon in the freewheel world. Alright,
One down.
wish me luck. I'll try to do it again. Now that I was on the 2-stroke, I was in my element. You guys know we love our 2-strokes here, and you know that we keep our 2-stroke motocross bikes healthy using MX9 2-stroke oil from our channel sponsors, Pewterline. Be sure to check out Pewterline for all your motorcycle lubricants, cleaning products, and so much more. I've left the link in the description down below so you can check those guys out next time you need to restock on essentials. I'm riding an ATC! Yeah! Wow! That's going everywhere, wherever it wanted to! Wow! Oh, I did not mean to do that! I'm just up for the ride on this one, I think! Oh my god, that's terrifying! It just feels like a fight. Riding a freewheeler just feels like you're gonna fight the whole time. You try to make it do something it doesn't want to do, and that's going a straight line. I survived. It feels like a fight the whole time. Oh, that is a major thing ticked off the bucket list. I've ridden an ATC 250R, the real deal race machine, and I live to tell the tale. That's the most important thing. Let's finish up this video. So the Honda has taken the win in the drag race and the time trial. Let's see if the Tri-Z, the Yamaha, can save face a little bit here and take a moral victory in the third and final event of the day. This is the head-to-head race, and they are away. Let's go racing. Game on. Let's do this. The Honda then had a bit of a head start. They sorted that out between themselves. And I think it's going to be bar to bar, wheel to wheel action out there. Matt is hanging off the side of his Honda, keeping an eye on the Yamaha, looking over his shoulder to check where his rival is. He's diving up the inside. Can he make an inside move here? Not this time. This Yamaha has looked strong down this front straight all day long. He's closing in on the back of the Honda then. Look at that. Matt can feel the Yamaha breathing down his neck. Look at the power of the Tri-Z down there. Oh, that's some head shake though. These things are truly terrifying to hang on to. I can assure you that. But Matt is not afraid to send it. He's hanging it all out there to try and get the win for Team Honda today. Through the right-hander. Oh, he's lost the back. He's lost the grip. Oh! And he's down. The ATC has bitten back. Whoa.
You alright? Just stand still, stand still. Stand still. Yeah, just get your breath back.
ATCs have a fearsome reputation, and we've just seen firsthand why that is. They bite back, and they bite back hard. The three-wheelers were always said to be dangerous. I mean, that's why they got banned in the first place. But after riding one myself and spending a day with the guys here at the club, I now understand that the danger is part of it. It's part of the thrill. It's part of the fun. And these guys know it. I'm sure that wasn't the first high side they've seen, but it definitely doesn't dampen their love for these three-wheel demons. After that crash, Matt got straight back on the bike and said, let's go back to the start, let's do it again, let's finish this race. And that's what we're watching right now, the rerun after the crash. And I'm so glad we did it. Look at this bar to bar action. The era of the three-wheel ATV has been and gone. The ban on these machines is actually over. Manufacturers could produce three-wheelers if they wanted to. But I don't think we're going to be seeing any new models coming out of the factories anytime soon. And I can totally understand why. The world has moved on. The Tri-Z and the ATC are relics of another time. An era of bigger is better and minimal regard for health and safety. But I'm so glad we have groups like Club ATC keeping these machines alive and gifting that thrill to a whole new generation. What weapons these bikes are, but which one was the best? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. But I guess the ultimate decider will be the winner of this race. And the Honda has the lead as we head into the final turn. But the Yamaha's up the inside. It's going to be an all-out drag race to the finish. You've been watching 999 Laser. My name is Max. Until next time, we'll see you at the track.